Hi everybody, as I'm going to continue with the same topic of business continuity management, how you can keep your business running even if in an adverse situation, wherein situation is not good, how you can keep your business moving. I'm going to mention many points which serves as defects for not making your business to progress. So I'm going to highlight the general first. The organization should determine the resources and requirements to impact the selected strategy or option, which strategy you are using for your business to grow or your business to keep on moving or your organization. We're talking about the people, right? Peoples are the key assets of an organization, and the process, core skills and knowledge for this success of this enterprise or business or government. Critical activities or process should be documented. The strategy develops to maintain their core skills and activities or consideration, because people are the most important items in every business or organizations or ministries, right? So I'm going to highlight some points that they should have multiple of skills. Looking at the continuity, there are separation of core skills to reduce the risks. This simply means that there should be many areas where people have their own grounds of experience or their own professionalism in every area in your organization or business place. For example, you have the accountant, you have the marketing manager, you have a different area wherein everybody should be grounded in his area. That is for your business to be business continuity, for your business to progress, your business continuity management. Then we're talking about the information. Still, we're talking about the success planning and the knowledge and the retention and management and the use of the third party to fill the gaps should be all included in this strategy. This simply means that sometimes if your company's lack of the ability of an accountant, so you should try to have a backup plan, how you can replace this stuff, how you can get a backup plan to solve that problem immediately. Then I'm going to talk about another impact and disadvantage about information and data. Right, we're talking about information and data in every business continuity. Information is a vital to the organization or ministry or business place. Operation should be protected and recovery according to the time frame and identify without the business impact analysis. This storage and recovery of data should be compliant with the regulating legislations, right, for non-backup or data faults, and should be given to a hard copy and a electronic format. This simply means that an organization should have a backup plan, because your information and data is more important for your business to grow. This is called the BIA, that is the business impact analysis, right? So if you don't have a format, it should be as in your regulation, in your rules and regulation, should have a hard copy and an electronic signature about people, guidelines, how your business can operate. We're talking about the building. Another point, we're talking about the building and working environment and the association, the associate utilities, right? These are very important in business area or in commercial or in government places, in the business continuity management, because without this facility, without this building, the business cannot able the operation of business cannot able to work effectively, because it's another adverse situation they will facing, right? So in the livelihood of this company, of any company or premises becoming unavailable, plan for alternative premises provided by the organization or the third party specialist should be developed in consideration for the staff working from a remote place or a remote site or urban place or other suitable premises should be considered, as well as the possible alternative or working force in another established site working for this facility. That is, they should have their own basic facility, should try to look for solution, So these are some of the problems they're facing in adverse effects. So that's why the BCM come on board, and the business continuity management. So even if people are facing this situation, they should try to solve this condition whilst the business also is continuing, right? So we're talking about facility and equipment and consumable. That is another point, right? The business should look, it's also in business continuity management for your business to go, the facility. The organization should identify and maintain an inventory of the suppliers or the support of prioritized activities. That, for example, every facility or business places or organization place their premises, so they should have inventories of every records of things that are going out, things that are coming in, what they are buying and what they are selling, when their facility is being cleared, what pest control they are doing, what sanitize, what safety record. They should have inventories of everything. Then checking their equipment, right? So as the name, this point specify that facility and equipment and consumption. So you have to check on this thing. Then we're talking about the next point. We talk about information and communication technology, which is more important for the business, for the BCM. BCM means business continuity management, right? Virtually no organization or government or ministries or business commercial place can operate and survive without technology in this current operating environment. Therefore, technology and continuity is of more critical importance. There are 3 issues in relation to this function. 1, technology without organization, not working. Service delivered to the organization should be monitored, right? Then number 3, service provider externally by the third party should be monitored. Like for example, you have the telecommunication that provide internet facility. Then you are doing your own, you have your own engineers that are doing their adverts, how your ministry is running, how your business is running. So these are the 3 things. IT service frequently need a complex and continuity strategy of an organization or ministry or business needed to focus carefully on those issues. Then I'm going to talk about another point of business continuity management, talking about transportation, right? Transportation may be needed to provide after an incident or before an incident, right? The organization should determine in adverse operation for providing alternative means of transportation that may be required for the following disruptive incidents. If any incident occur or your business, let's say you want to buy goods from another place, you want to deliver or collecting staffs, or someone is sick in the ministry or anything, transportation is more vital, right? Then we're talking about finance. Finance is another key point for business continuity, right? So, finance, the organization should be determine the option for ensuring that the necessary finance is available during the following disruptive, right? So, in the business, there should be finance for every strategy they want to undergo, anything they want to do, there should be a backup plan. Then, We're also talking about another point, which is talking about the supplier. There are so many companies also they give to outsource people, right, to run their business. They have their own staffs, then but they have another outsource vendors, contractors. So in these suppliers, if a product or a service or any activity has been outsourced, has been outsourced, the responsibility and accountability for the products and services and activity remain with the organization or the department or business place. Consequence of an organization should ensure itself that its key supplier have the effect and continuity and agreements in place. One method of this is to obtain the evidence of a key supplier continuity plans. This simply means that in your organization or your commercial business, you should have the business continuity plan. Even if you are allocating a contract to another subordinate department or other subordinate vendors, you should try to have a monitoring system how you can monitor these suppliers, because you have your own plan, you have your own target. So let them not do what they want to do. Let them do according to your company policy, your company agreement, right? That is to maintain your company commercial management, your business continuity management system. So there should be an evidence. Then I'm going to talk about another point of we talk about developing and implementation of a business BCM, that is business continuity management response, right? This result is the creation of a management framework and the structure of the incident management or business management or business continuity and business recovery plan that details the step to take during and after an incident to maintain or restore the operation. This simply means that let me cite another example of this developmental and implementation in business continuity response. For example, during the periods of this corona, there are so many businesses who have been selling before. Let's say they were selling cloth products, right? But with the occurrence of corona, people no longer need clothes like before. So people intend to change. You have to have the policy of development. They change from selling this cloth by getting few masks, sanitizer, toiletries, which is more marketable. So this one keep the business moving, right? So there are some business, let's say if you are selling toiletries, right? You back up with toiletries with some certain cream aspects, cream cosmetics, right? So it's for you to have the business continuity or development strategy, Like for example, if someone is stealing, let's say like you have your own business or your own area, right? Business you are doing, people are stealing. You know that you should put people to supervise. You can put a camera, a CCTV. You can put a security that can work there, right? Let's say like in my county, people are stealing like a wire, So it's up to the country to put a security to monitor, So this is business continuity, So then also, okay, then I'm going to talk about another point. We're talking about development and implementation. Another point talking about BCM exercise and testing, right? So for example, we're talking about BCM exercise and testing. In every organization, when you have the BCM, it should test your mechanism, your plans that you put in place. You should always test them whether they are working. This activity leads to an organization being able to demonstrate the extent to which its strategy and plans are completely current and accurate, and identify the operations for improvement, right? Then I'm going to talk about another point. We're talking about emergency management teams, right? Emergency management teams in continuity, it can happen, emergency can happen in your company, in your ministry, wherein you have to solve the problem, emergency, whether it's been medicals or fire or disaster, right? The Business Continuity Institute define the EMT as the group of management or staffs who command the resources are needed to recover the organization or the business place or the ministry operation at recovery site. So to conceptualize all this one, the business continuity management, it has some certain points which are affecting their business, and which are the solution towards this business. At the first point I mentioned are information and data, which is more important. Then I highlight also the building and workplace, which is more important. Then I talk about another fourth point, which talk about the facility and equipment that are around, how they can manage all of these things. Then talking about the 5 points, which was the information and communication, which is technology, which is more important for any business to grow in this particular situation, in particular world. Then we're talking about transportation. Transportation is more vital, is more important also. Then we're talking about the finance, the capital, the finance. How are you going to keep your business running? They're talking about the supplier, people that supplying you the goods, or the vendors, So also another point, they're talking about development and implementation, right? How you are developing your program, which are the plans, and how you are implementing this plan. They're talking about business management exercise, how you cannot implement something without doing the exercise, right? So for example, if you bring new machine, let's say this machine is for thumb print, this machine is for cell checking the monitoring, or let's say the thumb print, so you have to test it if it's working, if it's make your business, if people are moving fast, if it's working very fast. So you have to check all of these things. So I stop here, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.